RationalInvestor.com's Daily Brief. The answer to your question is learn the goddamn process, trade your trading plans, don't take too much risk on any one trade, and just let yourself get rich.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Rational Investors Daily Brief public show. I am Chris, your host for Friday, February 23rd. Hope everyone's doing well. Brian's still, Brian's left officially. He should be back in the States. So if my calculations are correct, I believe Sharky is with him, or he's with Sharky, or something along those lines. But he should be somewhere in the California region. So all the Californians, be on the lookout for Mr. Beamish. Maybe there's a meetup or something that might happen on his way back up to Canada, but he has officially left El Salvador. I am still here dealing with the internet problem, so disclaimer on that. We should be good for the next 20 minutes, but if you do see any issues, please be aware that I am still in El Salvador, have not set up the Starlink, and am still working on that. The issue with the Starlink is actually that I want to make sure I have a backup power supply, so I have to go and source one of those out here. I found it, have to go purchase it, bring it back here, and then work with the owner of the place that we're currently staying at to make sure that that gets all set up and stuff. As you can see, I didn't minimize our special guest for today, but we do have a special guest for the after party. I'm excited. Mr. Skedfinger is with us today. Mr. Skedfinger, are you here with us?
Well, yes, I am. I'm excited to be talking to everyone later.
Cool. Welcome. He's going to be sharing with you guys some great stuff on TPO and his day trading journey. And because I like to dabble in futures trading, I'm excited, like I said, to kind of see what he's got to talk to us about. I am going to minimize this video though, so I forgot to do that before. Sorry about that. He'll be joining us again in the after party, like I said. Let's get right into it. I don't want to mince words or take up too much time because of, like I said, the internet issues should be coming in clear. But if there's any issues, apologies ahead of time. As far as news goes, again, I'm not paying too much attention to the news, but I did see that people in the U.S. may have had some issues with their cell phone services yesterday. AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon seemed to have had an outage, significant outage. I don't think that an outage of that caliber has actually happened to my recollection. Maybe it has and I just wasn't aware of it, but yeah, it seemed like that was top of the news articles yesterday, and I believe that that issue's been resolved. Some say it was a cyber attack, others say it was a X-class solar flare. I don't know. I'll let you guys be the deciding factor on that, and we'll probably see some more data come out on that issue a little bit later, as I believe government agencies are now investigating that. In other news, I believe that a few of our stock market participants, like Mr. Bezos and Jamie Dimon and Mr. Gates, have been selling stocks like hotcakes recently. So I don't know if you guys have seen the activity in the stock market, but it is pretty bullish. I don't know if anybody has any skin in the game in the ES or the S&P 500, but that thing is kind of on fire here. We'll get to that a little bit later. NVIDIA seems to be what I guess, and based off of social media and stuff like that, holding up the U.S. economy. So shout out to NVIDIA, and looks like they are the current winners in this chip war, semiconductor war between the US and China. So I don't know exactly how China's faring these days. Last I heard, they weren't doing too well, and I'm sure if Brian was on the show, he'd probably go into a little bit more detail as to what's going on with China. But I'm not the China expert, and I have not done my homework as far as looking at the China indexes and so on and so forth. So maybe on Monday we can take a look at that and give me some time to kind of look through the China data and get some stuff to talk about on that. As far as econs go, I don't believe there are econs today, but let's take a look. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think that there's anything major coming out today or has come out today. It's a pretty light week, but be sure, like I was saying on Wednesday, to be present next week because there are certain economic numbers and economic data points that are coming out that tend to be pretty impactful there. I think the most major econ that came out this week was the Fed meeting minutes, which came out on Tuesday. So looks like as soon as the meeting minutes came out, stock market was just kind of off, took off, just never looked back. Looks like there was a late spike at the end of the session on Wednesday, and we have not revisited the range from Wednesday's activity. So be careful out there. I would say we're closer to the end of the move than the beginning of the move, but I have only a few years of experience in the stock market and especially stock market futures. So I do remember when we changed over to the March contracts here in I guess December, end of December. We saw new highs in the March contract, and what Brian likes to say, show me a new high and I'll show you a buy. So once we made those new highs, I guess it's not unexpected to see these types of gains. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I was kind of thinking maybe 5,000 would be a major pivot point, sticking point, but as you can see, we're just kind of chugging along here, climbing the wall of worry. So there's that. Let's see. I did mention Mr. Bezos and a few of the other CEOs out there, billionaires, are selling stocks. So if anything, let that be a cautionary tale, and make sure you mind your stops. Risk management is key, and trade your plan. I'll move on to seeing what's going on in the dollar. That was where I started last time. What's that? But not much has changed. We've had a little bit of a pullback since Wednesday. After the meeting minutes came out, we just kind of melted down a little bit, tagging the 200 period moving average here on the daily chart. Bollinger Band's looking like they're squeezing a little bit, so we might see a little bit of a move either to the upside or the downside in the not too distant future. We do have the end of the month coming up. We've only got a few more days left of the month of February, so be sure to keep an eye out on the dollar. It tends to be a helpful tool when trading in legacy markets. I still have these levels drawn on here from before. This gap up here at around 106 and this gap down here around 101. It looks like that's our trading playground. We've caught a little bit of support here on the 200 period moving average, and the EMAs that I use, I want to say it's the, let me not mess that up, the 6 and the 13 EMA crossing bearishly here, so might see a little bit more of a down move here. Maybe tag the 50, I want to say. Yeah, 50 period moving average, which is here in blue. Like I was saying earlier with the ES, show me a new high and I'll show you a buy. We continue to make new highs. We've been pretty strong here, especially with the NVIDIA earnings and the Fed meeting minutes kind of just kind of being done and over with. Looking at crude, crude has had a little bit of a pullback. Looks like on the 4-hour we're having some bearish potential divs forming here. I did draw some resistance lines up here earlier, thinking we could come up and play with these levels. As you can see, we tried to hit this 79 06 level, but that didn't seem to work out. We came up kind of close. Tails and wicks like to be eaten, so we ate a little bit of this wick here and then kind of tumbled over. I could definitely see us maybe coming back and tagging the 200 period moving average there. Going to the daily. Let's see. Still kind of looks, somewhat bullish, but I don't see too many bearish divs on the daily, and I still think we could probably come up and play with these levels up here after a brief pullback. So we will see what happens in the upcoming days and weeks. Again, we are in a seasonally friendly period for energy. Buy unleaded in the middle of February, sell in the middle of May. Let's take a look at RBOB, see if there's any new developments there. Hopefully my internet connection is still good. Nope, there we go. I think we're good. Sorry if I'm sounding a little choppy there, guys. Looks like I'm dropping a few frames. We've still in this gap here. We've gapped up middle of February there, so still got some upward targets that I'm expecting to potentially come and tag this gap level up here, $2.71. Then there's another major gap up here that probably should be filled, statistically speaking, up at 284. If you're out there driving and paying for a whole bunch of gas, maybe this isn't the best time for you, but keep these charts in mind. And if you are in a trade, then good luck. Mind your stops, mind your risk management protocols and so forth. Trade your plan. As far as gold goes, I'll finish off the legacy market talk with a little look at gold. Gold, again, is probably the more difficult market for me to trade as far as day trading goes. I like to look at gold, crude, and S&P. S&P and crude have been more kind to me in the opening range trade arena, as opposed to gold. Gold's a little bit more fickle, but it does look like we put in some daily bullish divs here. Looks like a steep W, if you will. I don't know if elementary school teachers would call that a W, but we did kind of come up here, pull back, and it looks like we did confirm that W. If we bring it to a line chart, you can kind of see there's the W right there. Where could we go? Well, like I said, on Wednesday, we are looking to be putting in a little bit of consolidation above the 2000 level. Looks like a little bit of an inverted head and shoulders here, kind of a slanted or upward sloping neckline. Maybe some of the head and shoulders experts would be able to comment more on that. But if we draw a quick little chaos tool, you could probably definitely come up and tag. You can see some gaps up there, 2105. Any of the short time frame traders might be looking for something to take action on, and as you can see, 4.669 also lines up with that gap, so might be a little bit of a short-term target, if you will, if you're looking to take some trades in gold on the long side. Moving on to crypto, because I want to, like I said, wrap this up really quickly so we don't drop out in internet, and so you guys can listen to Mr. Skedfinger and his talk about TPOs. I did actually take a trade yesterday in crypto. Took a short in Ethereum, and I'm still in the trade. I moved my stop to scratch. Let's see, let me bring this up. Nice little empire top here. Lots of bear divs was coming in, and I saw it. I was like, got to take the trade. Got in at a break of the empire here. You can see, take this off. Empire right here. 3-bar pattern, 3-bar fractal. Whoops. And you can see where I'm kind of looking at taking more profits. I've taken a little bit of profits off the table at 1-to-1, moved my stop to scratch, so I'm in a quote-unquote risk-free position. As you can see, Bollinger Bands are are starting to squeeze. We are seeing some bullish divs come in, so if I get blown out, then it's in the plan. Stop that scratch at remaining. I've got a little alert here, but I could definitely see Ethereum maybe go a little bit higher here, but I couldn't take any longs at this level. And when I saw the divs start to form in a 30-minute, and I like using 30-minute time frames to take some relatively short time frame day trades, if you will. I like to use the perpetual futures, so that's still working away. Wish me luck. Next target is down here at 2862. So I'm not a quote unquote bear of crypto. I am long-term bullish, but I tend to like to separate my emotions from the trade and trade both ways. And if I see a short setting up, take the short. If I see a long setting up, take the long. I'm still in the short trade right now. Do I want to take a long here due to all the bullish divs we see coming in? Not really thrilled about that idea, but I could, if you're a short time frame, 30-minute time frame trader, then I could definitely see a couple reasons forming here. I don't see much in market structure. You got a couple of confirmed divs, OBV. You can see MACD is actually starting to turn up here, and we're kind of still in the middle of no man's land as far as Willie goes, neither overbought or oversold. But you can see that Bollinger Bands are starting to squeeze here on the RSI as well. So we just need some buyers to step in. Buyers have not really taken control of the bus, if you will. I kind of see bears kind of have stepped up, stopped the bull, and we kind of need some more bulls to come up here and start participating if we want to move price a little bit higher. You can see based on the visual range, we seem to be at the middle of value, I would say. So you can see I don't see any bull divs coming in on the four hour, so I'm still kind of sticking to my bear bias at the moment. And just letting the trade work, and not really touching any of the stop loss or anything like that. I've set my orders, just let the trade go. As far as Bitcoin goes, not much has changed since we last talked. I could still see us come up and tag some levels up here. 4.669 is still yet to be tested. 55,600, big fat round number I was talking about on Wednesday. You can see the bear div starting to form, nothing confirmed. Willie's starting to get a little bit stupid. And you can see that the bears would probably need to step up and take control here if they really want to, bring price back down closer to 50,000, maybe sub 50. But looks like we're kind of in a holding pattern. And until we see any confirmed divs, I would just kind of cool your jets. We are coming up into a reload short zone from the peak we had back in November of 21. So caution should be exercised for any bulls out there, Bitcoin bulls, Bitcoin maxis. Keep that in mind. And as far as other crypto, I actually I got filled on a few profit targets for some of my names that I was looking at. This Octa was actually pretty decent. Don't mind the invalidated bot setup here. This was a name that I saw a little while ago. I think it's either an AI name or a DPIN. I remember when I researched it, I wanted it, so I kind of scaled in around the say 60 cent level. So we can, you can definitely see that there's been quite a move here. The other name I got filled on was what was that name? Just a good Chlor. I think this is actually an AI name. So I got filled on my double level here. You can see, nice little run up, pullback, consolidation around 61.8, and then kind of just took off recently here. Might have been a part of like the AI rally. I think FET and some other AI names were kind of rallying as well. So if you were in any AI names and you got some profits, congratulations. But I'm still in the camp of pullbacks or buying opportunities for a lot of these cryptos, long-term bull, relatively short-term bear. Trade your plan, trade your setups, and make sure you try to limit risk as much as possible and pay yourself, because as traders, we want to make sure we pay ourselves. All right, that's about 20 minutes, I'd say. I guess the internet has hung in there a little bit, dropped about 443 frames, 1% of the total frames that was uploaded to YouTube. So that's not terrible, but it'll be a lot better when I get my Starlink set up. So with that said, I will let you good people go. Join us in the after party. In order to get to the after party, if you're new to TRI, just go to therationalinvestor.com. Sign up for a free trial, or sign up for a membership. You'll be brought over to the Discord. You'll join our Discord community, and you'll see all of our posts, all of our trades, the different chat rooms we've got. We've got little old lady rooms. We've got harmonics rooms for all the harmonicans and all the advanced traders, and we've got day trader rooms, which our special guest speaker coming up here in the after party is a frequent participant of. So I'm excited for that. Like I said, join us in the after party. As Brian likes to say, don't take any wooden nickels. Remember what your number one job is. And the only left for me to say right now is bye for now.